And hello and good evening. At least it's evening in my place. How is everybody doing after, well, we had a 5-hour pause, I think, or 4. And what's the TÜV's opinion on 2 streams a day? Earth is asking. That is fine. I have coffee. It is not coffee though. It's actually an energy drink made by Holy, which is apparently healthy and has caffeine. And it tastes good. So, that was not advertisement, by the way. I'm not getting money. But if Holy wants to give me money, they can. So, yeah, by the way, I have been here for a while. As you see in my inventory, also have been here for a while, well, at the other place. And I have been collecting a bit of gold. And a bit of other stuff. Also, I forgot to turn on my sounds. Oh dear. Yeah, there's a fight for survival happening on top of me. On top of me. Oh, and we have a lightning storm. Oh, that's awesome. We have a lightning storm and I have my sappy boy with me. It's night. Oh, I will get so annoyed. Why is there a weird villager? What's his name? You. Where the fuck did you come from? Blue eyes, sapling. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Oh dear. Wait, is the lightning storm over? No, it's not. Good to find that out. Okay, then. Okay. I think we need to waste a little bit of time. I want to get a skeleton head. Or a creeper head. And I don't want to get anything of you, flying little shits. Oh, a creeper. Hi. Ah, damn it. That. Yeah, and he died. Oh, so sad. Creeper. Damn it. Aha. Okay, he's not dead. You're also not dead. Ow. Ouch. The other creeper survived. Okay. We have a creep. Oh, we have double creepers. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. Ow. So, okay then. Okay, I need to get like the other creeper more interested in me. I need to get this asshole away from me. Damn it. I have to deal with all of them. Okay, explode. I'm ready? Yes? Good. Where's he at? There it is. Ah! Reaper head acquired. So. And that cost already a lot of health points, so we'll leave it at that for tonight. Ah. Got a creeper head. Yeah. Good start. So. Close the door. Creeper head. Bonk. I said bonk. Ah, beautiful. I need a skeleton, but you know, getting a creeper again, that's nice. That is nice too. Okay, and we got like blocks of iron. Good blocks of gold as well. Yeah, we're gonna need that. All of that. Dragons deserve more health. Oh, absolutely. I wish. You know, I wish. So, but in any case, we're gonna sleep because I have been up for a while. Not doing anything, you know, productive. Except acquiring vast sums of money and wealth. But it's never enough, you know? As Aristotle, I think it was Aristotle, that old geezer, who said, he for whom enough is not enough, then too much, there will be no too much. An old guy. Yeah. So, and yeah, today, what do we do today? Well, today we will lament that we have not enough blackstone, he says, while having like all of the blackstones that he can carry in his inventory. More black and stone. And yeah, we will continue building a wall. So I distinctively remember having like pretty much a chest dedicated to be filled with blackstone. And this is cobblestone. This is blackstone, at least a little bit. That's now the thing again. That is all not... Oh! Here we go. Okay. That's better. That is acceptable. Okay, sleeps. Aw. So, well then. Polished blackstone. We will need some of this. We will need some more. Okay, and some polished blackstone for the bricks. Maybe I should have built... Wait, something's wrong. Polished blackstone bricks, that's wrong. Try again. All the cats want attention. Let's go. So, but at least stuff is looking good. We had a nice little chat. The neighbors, basically. It appears that it happened like yesterday or today. It's hard to say. It was like in the middle of the night. I got like a message. Got like a message or email that my neighbor made. Like we have like some people here are in an email chain. Not entirely sure where that neighbor got my email from. I think from I think from the janitor of the building. I'm not entirely sure. So basically the the CC or like, yeah, not CC, but what is it? What is it? How do you call that when you address somebody in a, like the address in an email? Not the CC, it's damn it, what was it named? Like, you know what I mean, okay? Despite, ignore my confusion, but you know what I mean. So basically, that person wrote me that crying, not a nice word that I cannot say in YouTube. It seems that some people are quite as agitated as I am about a very particular person that I did absolutely not wish death and hell upon on stream. If anybody wants to cancel me, fuck off. Oh. So, and we had like a neighbor meeting today about this problem. How to solve it? I mean, I had ideas, you know. They were considered unacceptable for some reason and immoral and inhumane, but yeah, I'm past the point of caring. I was just like, I want to get rid of that problem. So yeah, we talked about that as neighbors. That was very productive. Nice to know that I'm not, you know, that I'm not crazy, I'm not alone. Because yeah, apparently they had like, they also that don't want that thing anymore. I'm actually happy about this. I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. What? Ow. And today we're going. It's yeah. So basically, Irf woke up. Yeah, basically. Tomorrow, like we talked today about it, there was like a meeting that we had. Yeah, tomorrow we will. Some of us. Not me, not me, because I apparently I scare the kid too much, which yeah, I fucking do. But in any case, some people will go over there and will talk to the parents and ask them, first of all, how dare they? Second of all, what the fuck? And third of all, if they need some help or if they are, if they require hearing aids. Because at this point, that was like legitimately one of my neighbors asked that. Like, are those guys maybe deaf? Don't they know? And I was legitimately like, I am 90% sure they know. But at this point, not anymore. Because that's a legitimate concern. And honestly, if it turns out they are deaf and their son is annoying everyone and their mother on purpose because he knows that they, you know, they can't hear him. Oh dear. Oh dear. That will be a bad ending, you know. But in any case, I won't be there tomorrow. Whew, but I'm looking very much forward. I hope, oh god, I hope so much that they get him to shut up. It would be so nice. It would be so nice. And I like the quiet, you know? Like any dragon. It's like when you hear the story about a brave knight killing the dragon that abducted a princess. No. That is, dragons keep to themselves. They want to be left alone for the most part. A princess, I mean, honestly, it's just, you know, they want a little bit of companionship. That's very normal, honestly. And yeah. Then there's the evil guys, so, I say to that. That's kinda weird, not gonna lie, my bro. Maybe it's the only way he can annoy them. Maybe. That is actually an explanation. Though, again, like, if it turns out that guy did all of that to annoy his parents and they eventually, you know, gave up. Oh dear. Oh dear. My sword will lose that much durability. That will be not healthy for him if that turns out to be the case. Damn it. Ow. Why you suddenly talk like Estonian from jokes around my place? I have no idea. I have no idea how Estonians talk. I have never talked to an Estonian, as far as I know. What? How do Estonians talk? And is it funny? And why? I mean, in Germany we find it funny if the usual dialect of a what was it called? A person from the Netherlands or from Denmark considered funny, because they have funny words, at least like again in the language. But to be fair, I love Knäckebrot. There's fantastic stuff, good stuff. And the Olsen gang. Oh dear. If you want to watch like a good movie series nowadays, get yourself the Olsen gang. Fantastic. So. At least in jokes a bit slow with stretching words, especially to the end. Why you suddenly talk like Estonian? Like that? I mean, that is just some thing that I would say sounds kind of stupid. I would not put that to an Estonian. I would just say like, yeah, dude is exaggerating. So. Ah, isn't that beautiful how nicely everything fits together. Right here. There. So, might be that in the end that from time to time I will miss one. But in any case, this is beautiful. It's a little bit dark. I hope you all have your goggles on and your night vision, not light vision, what's it called? Which is, by the way, that's if you're a D&D GM and you have like all the time when you want to describe a dark place and you just say, oh, it's a creeping, deep, dark place, and immediately some player interrupts you with, yeah, actually, I have night vision. It's very good then to say, and suddenly a pure white light erupts from somewhere, blinding you. Yeah, you don't have light vision, do you? Do you? Huh? Aggressive villager sounds. Huh? Oh dear. So. Also, I saw today it was a little video, not on YouTube, but about YouTube, about bots on YouTube, right? And on bot networks that practically. Before that, you put it better. Oh. But I tried so hard. So, yeah, it was like a little video about like bot networks which try to get like on low watched videos and try to scam people and yeah, get like money out of them. It was a very not very long video. It was just like that it exists. YouTube is making constant purges of accounts that are, you know, like that. But they said there is a certain, you could say, a certain pattern that you can see as a new streamer on YouTube. It's quite interesting. They say, as on OBS, I can see, like, also right now, how many people are watching. And on YouTube, you can see it, like, with the concurrent viewers, which is currently only one. Oh, it's Earth. It's Earth alone. So, basically, he said, one of the clearest signs is that you have, like, no viewers, or, like, 1 or 2, and suddenly, for a minute, like just that YouTube finds it, just so that you get the spike. 8, 10, or maybe even 20 of those appear. Hey, favorite song. You know, like suddenly a lot of views or new watchers show up. It's just like, what the fuck, where are those coming from? And those don't really exist. That's basically bots checking automatically if the channel is protected. And protection is, for example, that there's a mod. And if there is a mod, they, after a short time, they don't try that anymore. Because, you know, a moderator, of course, you know, that he can shoot them down. The idea is really that they catch a young, naive streamer accidentally, and while the streamer is like confused, oh hey, there are people and stuff, as they start advertising and ow. And yeah, basically problem is then that YouTube can, very rarely, but it can possibly flag a channel because of this. So they get rid of a channel, they get rid of competition by accident. It's fucking rare, but that's the idea, you know. If they manage to get new streamers out of streaming altogether, they have more space for themselves. It's basically just like, yeah, people will watch shit if there's only shit to watch. So, and when I saw that, I distinctively remembered that when I was starting out, like we had once or twice we had a bot here. Irv probably will remember because he got promoted to being a mod because this kind of bot just showed up and promoted things that you do not promote in a stream, you know? Ow. So, that was like, it was quite illuminating to know that. Da, 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 da. And yeah, and since my guess is because, you know, I remember this distinctively happening several times, that I streamed something, and yeah, for a few times, I had a sudden spike of several viewers showing up and then immediately disappearing. And like at the same time, exactly at the same time. And I was, back then, I was just wondering, was it like very lucky or unlucky? What was that? Yeah, I was very confused about it. And yeah, it's nice to have like an explanation of sorts. Ah, classic Monopoly rules. Rolls around 5 times and once, even twice in a row. I think twice in a row was the last straw. Yeah, I'm entirely. I am honestly not sure completely. So let me just get a drink for a second. Like my idea or hope rather had been that it actually had been like Minecrafters that happened to come into my stream and just decided, nah. Because I had been reaching out roughly at the same time or shortly before that. Yeah. And that was actually my very naive hope. But yeah. That it did turn out to be... yeah, it did turn out to be naive. With my age, but yeah. It is new. It is new. That is, all of this is very new to me. I'm still learning. I'm still realizing what is what, who is what, where is where. And even though, by the way, this stream is number 366. If I am not completely incorrect. Not of Minecraft, but in total. Either that or my videos are also counting in. But in any case, I am pretty close to the point where you can watch one stream of me for a whole year, once per day, and you would need that year. So I take that, you know, I take that as as an achievement. I mean, you could say everybody can make 365 streams. Then my answer would be, okay, go ahead, do it. Mountain, do it. I need some golden carrots again. Do I? That? Was that correct? Yeah, it was. Not an idiot. Not an idiot. Oh. Up. So. Oh, slime. Hello. Hello. Redstone utility. Ah. 11, not too bad. Not too shabby. Cobalt also was naive. Not Cobalt paranoid, so walk carefully. There's mines around. That's not a mine. Oh. Nice. Okay, so we have done the first part. Now we need to get up here. Do all of that. So, up and Adam. So, the good thing is, this is now the basically opposite day from before, you know? Usually, when we were digging down, I had to do more and more each ring, right? Because it got wider, so duh. But this is now the opposite. We're building up. Awesome. I love it. Meaning each ring will be easier to fill and I will need a little bit less blackstone, a little bit less, you know? So, I love this song as well. I don't know, like songs that have like these repeating rhythms, but like and repeating melodies, but like really well applied and like with small changes here and then. Oh, I love that. Ah. Cobalt is not here right now, so no mines around. Be safe with Cobalt. Juggles dynamite. Hey, Crafter. You're in time. Your favorite pyromaniac is doing pyromaniac things. How do you do? Whoop. So, how do you do, my guy? How do you do? Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, like if I do everything correct, we will be done today with all of that here, which would be absolutely fantastic, I would dare to say. So, because the next thing, the next best thing, would be to get, yeah, one second. I don't fucking care about gravel, but don't you dare stealing it from me. Okay, what was I? So, where was I? Ah, I didn't I did not do any fire yet. Okay. So, and it's Crafter. How are things going on your side, on your end, in your part of the world? Ah, we had like several days of rain. By the way, I think I did not talk about that, but I had legitimately again the fear that we here would have another drought, like in this time of the year, and I mean it, like legitimate drought, which is it's super annoying to have. And like we every year nowadays we have like sort of a drought, not like, you know, an African drought where there's literally nothing. Everything is dying because we're in Middle Europe. That is kind of hard to have like these specific deadly conditions. But, you know, I remember distinctively we had one of these very heavy droughts, and one day it rained. Not a lot, not like a monsoon. It just rained. And at one point, and I went to work, and shit was green. And I was legitimately surprised about that. You know? I was legitimately surprised. So, things are going well. A bit of tornadoes here and there, but that's it. That is just a bit of tornadoes. Yeah. That's not important. Tornadoes. Everyday stuff. Who cares? House is gone, who cares? I remember one place not too far from here, like, I don't know, a couple dozen kilometers. There was a tornado quite some years ago, and a legitimate tornado. And I remember how our newspapers had a little dig at the Americans. Because they said, oh yeah, we had like a full-blown tornado that went through one of the major cities of the region. What happened? Yeah, we got some damage, like a few damages. Like the worst thing was that from, I think, 3 or 4 houses, like they lost the roof. You know, that was destroyed. But that was like the worst, and that was like a little... Yeah, because we know how to make roofs. I was just like, okay. Okay, little dig there, little. Yeah, I remember that. That was a bit, little fun, little pokey, I'd say. Nope. Fall down. Healthy to do. So. Oh no, the tornadoes are unhealthy. Yeah. Tornadoes are very common where I am, so it's basically just an average Wednesday for me. I mean, it is. You know, if your newspapers are, your local newspapers are not even talking about them, then yeah, then I agree. Then it's really just like, okay. Who cares? So. How do I make... damn it. Okay. Da, 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 da. Four. So, from here. Da, 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 da. Oh, I need blackstone. Here we go. The one thing is, I really, you know, when I see, I'm sorry. When I see a tornado, it's a thing that I really, on the one side, I really want to see it from close up one day, you know, because I haven't yet. On the one side. On the other side, it's still, you know, it's a fucking tornado. That's kind of dangerous. Maybe not. Maybe it's unhealthy. You have a good bunker to hide with all the scabby stuff. Oh, I hope so too. But its crafter seems to be very crafty on that. There was one time I was like a street away from one, but somehow I slept through it? What? Notes its crafter tolerates cannon blasts. Yep. That is legitimately, I cannot even disagree with Earth here. That is what I heard too. That is the underlying message. Like, how loud is... I know that my stream is relatively on the louder side. From at least what OBS tells me, because, like, my voice is consistently in the yellow range. So, you know, a little bit... maybe a little bit overtuned. But I'm using it since so long, so... I hope you forgive me. That's fine. But yeah, that is a concerning amount of tolerance to loudness. I had a colleague at work who was who had worked in a steel factory where they, you know, did a lot of very steely, loud steel stuff, steel factory stuff. He had also a very high tolerance for everything. He also was almost deaf. When you talk to him, like in any given circumstance, it was just like, my guy, I need some motor from this device over there. What? I need the motor from that device over there. What you're saying? I need that motor from that device. Gesticulating over there, gesticulating and pointing. Yeah, you didn't need to shout. He was one of the good ones. But yeah, he was almost deaf. Like he did like his last few years at our place. He was a good worker. It was just like, you know, hard to communicate with. So, steel factory, wow. Yeah, no, where he lived there was like a large one. As far as I know, it still exists. Which is not a given, necessarily, given like a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, he worked there. And I think, well, I'm not sure, so I don't want to talk badly about an unnamed steel factory. I'm not sure if they gave him the right earmuffs, you know? Or as we call them, Mickey Mouses. To protect himself. I'm not sure if they give him the right things. Because usually, like, the ones that I have, they drown out a lot. Which can be important depending on where I am. Because there are parts in the factory where I'm working where we breach 130 decibel. So yeah, it's loud. Okay, still have polished blackstone bricks, a bit of blackstone. So, how about we do this? And so, roughly the same. Da, 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 da. But also, to be fair, when I met him, that was like, at this time it was a decade ago, and in the last years, I mean, it's honestly more or less consistently the security things, the security in general has changed. Safety standards, that was the word I was looking for. Safety standards. God damn it. So, always stay safe. Always stay safe. Like I do. Look. Very safe. Very safe, all of this. So, okay. But yeah, we're getting far. It's already, you know, that the circle is a little bit smaller. That's already helping with how far we can go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm still not sure where exactly I will put the windows. The glass, basically. And the subsequent lava streams. That it will look absolutely dark and edgy. Ah, I will love it. That will be just so lovely, just like this brooding, dark lord kind of style. But don't cut yourself on the edge. It will be lovely. I'm not entirely sure yet how to place the windows, the lava windows. Because placement is a lot. Details, you know, details. I think I say that like every time I build anything, I just, you know, remind details. If you want to have a ruin, to have like several kinds of stones and make it look random, or look random, make it look random actually. So, okay. Okay, I cannot break everything up yet. No, but this looks fair. Good. Well, you again. Well, this. Yep. Also, I will need glowstones, but luckily, I have a farm where I can get a lot of glowstone very easily. You could say glowingly easily. Yeah. I thought of that joke myself. Yes, thank you. That is not as much as I thought it would. Good. I need that though. Good. Let's collect everything. We need the things. So, Crafter's heading out. It's a tornado coming his way. Good luck to you. I don't need good luck. I'm looking good. So good luck to you. You'll need it. He has tornadoes. Give its crafter like a little bit of love, and he has a channel, I think. So give him also a subscribe and a like. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh, you have a regular viewer. Does he have a channel? I don't know. But I go with yes, probably. Oh, yeah, I'm really good with that. So, okay. Let's get all of this and that and mlap. Meep mop. Meep mop. Meep 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 meep. So, okay. I hope one day you stay a while longer. For now, have a good day. I don't have a channel. My mod has not a channel. Earth. How unfortunate. Why not? I mean, you know? Why wouldn't you? Have a channel, I mean. Also, I should get more golden carrots. Because it's looking like I am getting hungry. Your watcher, your mod, your co-opper. I don't have a channel. Scandalous. Yeah. It is absolutely scandalous. Why not? Everybody needs a channel where there's a kobold that is kobolding around. What else should they do? No? Watch a channel where there is not a kobold? I mean, come on. You had better jokes. I don't know, but I definitely was that guy who said streaming was a bad idea. Aww. But I like streaming. It's still a bit annoying that people have not like 10,000 people have liked and subscribed to me. But hey, we're working on that, slowly but surely. You know? Would have been nice to be like an instant phenomenon like Ranboo. But like Ranboo started accidentally, you could say, perfectly. Like, it was just the time where that virus of unknown origin hit. Just like the start of that. Or not the start, it was shortly before. And like, the ticking and talking was becoming very popular in that time. And he was on that too, so he grew with the platform as well. Had like also a similar growth, you could say. So yeah, that helped. I can see that this helped. I remember it was Jschlat who asked him like how quickly did he get subs and how quickly did he grow, and he just told him, and Jschlat was just stunned. Was just like, you know, that's not happening to anyone. That's like the dream. Yeah, I would like more co-workers around. That would be nice for you as well. I would love that for you too. Some other bolts that are bolting around. So, I still have some scaffolding left. Ay. Actually, I have a lot more here than I thought at the beginning. So. Good. Okay then. I mean, the room is regarding that it gets less up here, the room is already halfway done. So, awesome. How the fuck can an Enderman dare to put that here? Where is... There you are. Yeah, come here. No, you won't. Yeah, come here. Come here. So, where is he? Oh, there you are. I need to do something against the fucking Enderman griefing. Yeah, they are menace. I have a nice room, you know. It is clean and it's good, and then there's a fucking Enderman. Or maybe I should just deactivate Enderman griefing. That's like a rule that I can change, I think. So... Gravel, got rid of. Dirt, need to get rid of. Got rid of. And we got some amethyst, a slime ball, and an underpearl. And no fucking clue what happened. To that Enderman. So, where do I put the amethysts? Put them here for now. I need cobalt janitors. Yeah, kind of. That I can actually not disagree with that. What a beautiful day. What a stunning and beautiful day. I think that's mob griefing, so no holes from creepers too. You know, the thing is, with creepers, it's like, I did that, you know? I made the creeper explode, or the creeper, you know, got to me. He was very sneaky. That's the one thing, but with Enderman, I cannot really stop that. It's just happening. The Endermen are just like adamant of being an annoyance. So, would you kindly, thank you. I need to repair a little bit of stuff. Not a lot, but you know, a little bit. Yep, nobody here. Okay. So. Wait. Wrong way. This way is correct. Hey there. Who are you? There's a guy in your meep. Okay. The guy in the hay. Not fair. Another side is villager unable to collect crops, but you have that under control. I mean, no, wait. Villagers can collect crops. What are you saying? If I would allow the farmer villagers just to walk around and do their thing, they would absolutely collect the crops. That's not correct. I did not take the golden carrots with me. My god. So, let me check on the sniffers. A little statue from Toro. Hope he's doing good. So, and yeah, there should be 5 sniffers now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or did I last time only get number 4? I'm not entirely sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, did one of you find like something interesting lately? I found like one thing, at least. Yeah, they're doing their thing, I guess. Nighttime. I remember to wiki. You do? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking around, but it seems they did not dig out anything new. Apart from 1 torchflower seeds, which, okay, fair enough. I think I have to make like a bigger encampment, not encampment, a bigger enclosure for them. He has been here all the time. I thought he died. He was just standing around being angry all the time, waiting. Ay. And then he failed. He died miserably and he deserved all of it. Okay. How do I deal with the stupid griefing from the Enderman? That is actually annoying. Okay, one thing after the other. First, we continue with the Stone of Black. Okay. What did I see? More blacks. Mud. Okay. So, polished. That will be polished black, and yeah, to make it roughly samey, we need 2 more of that. Up, and 2 stacks of that. That should be roughly same. So, polished blackstone, polished blackstone. bricks and... Okay, that should be good now. So, whether creepers, zombies, endermen, ghast, wizards, ender dragons, rabbits, sheep, villagers, silverfish, and silver golems should be able to change blocks and whether mobs can pick up items. Okay. Wait, 1 second. Give me a second. The wither creepers? Weather creepers. Okay, fair enough. Zombies? How do zombies change anything? How... The wizard? Okay. Ender's dragon, yeah. Rabbits? Rabbits? Sheep can eat grass. Villagers? Villagers? How do... Huh? They can... Oh, they can plant. And then I would take that away from them. Zombie can pick up stuff. Oh, that's... Ah, okay. Now I get you. I thought, like, you know, place blocks or pick up blocks. I mean, yeah, sure, he can pick up blocks. Sure, he can. Villagers break crops and pick them up. That is actually a bit annoying. There is actually... I wanted to experiment with a villager farm where basically the farming is automated through villagers. I wanted to experiment with that. But of course I need it so that if I do that, yeah, of course I need it so that villagers can plant and pick up. Because yeah, the idea is they do both. You know, they pick up, they plant at the same time. All automated. Ah, that is a bother. So either I have to deal with this stupid Enderman being, you know, stupid, or I cannot do that villager farm for endless farming. That is very imperfect. A very imperfect choice. I don't like it. Hoppers yoink stuff under the nose. Yeah. Basically, you have villagers standing in like a so like how it works is basically villagers standing here in a central place. So around me, all of that would be hoppers, and on top of that would be all the stuff, you know, that they can plant in, I think, a 2-block area, sort of. And, yeah. And then they could, you know, farm and put stuff in, and that is not good. Yeah, they could plant stuff, put it in, and on top of the villagers, I could make another hopper, or a dropper rather, where I could give them all the seeds that I want them to have. So, yeah. Basically, for example, if I want them to plant carrots, I could give them all the carrots, like fill their inventory with carrots. And then I could just have them there standing and they would plant and get new carrots all the time. If there are, well, carrots around them, of course. That's the general idea. The general gist of it. No? Enderman can randomly breach walls, bridge fences, break redstone circuitry, set off explosions, kill themselves if they place a block of TNT on a power source, and even construct golems by accident. Yeah. Yeah, they can. They can. It explains a lot of Ranbu back then when he had like his dream SMP thingy. Because he acted, or he played a character that lost his memory tragically. And yeah, and he said like sometimes he's sleepwalking and breaking blocks and carrying them around. Especially dirt blocks, I think, was like his favorite. Which, you know, fits very much with Enderman. But just imagine that, you know, when an Enderman is agreeable, or nice, or whatever you want to call it, it is actually the Enderman sleepwalking. Just imagine. And when you hit them, or look at them in the eyes, they wake up. And then they're actually, you know, that's their real selves. They're actually monsters that immediately see you and want to kill you, no matter what. That would actually be quite dark. Meaning, like, all the Endermen we saw and killed were sleepwalkers. Which is a lot. Or is it maybe like, is there so many Endermen that all the time there are, like, endless amounts of sleepwalkers everywhere? And we just don't notice? Oh. Plot thickens. Data packs from Java Edition can change this list by modifying the Minecraft Enderman holdable block tag. I have an idea. If you remove stuff from it, there won't be blocks they could pick up. If I remove stuff from it. Oh! The holdable tag. Block tag, okay. Yeah, that would help. That would be yeah. It is a bit annoying. And honestly, should I one day meet Ranbu, it would be kind of weird to tell him like, oh yeah, I killed like so many Endermen. Oh, why? They stole my dirt. And my gravel. And my sand. Don't you hate gravel? Do you not have like endless amounts of dirt? And sand? Yeah, kinda. Why did you do it? Why did you kill all of them? It was in my defense. You're really annoying. May we stop adding more darkness of quite dark already story. I still question why there's so much zombies around and why they look like the lore dude. You mean like Steve? It has something to do with an endless amount of reincarnation. Pretty sure that it's like proven in Minecraft, reincarnation is a thing, and Steve has died so many times. He probably built everything in Minecraft. Like it probably was an empty world. And then Steve appeared. Yeah. And then he said, I am Steve. Eve. And yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that, by the way. But skeletons, but creepers, I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, skeletons could be very old Steves. And creepers could be... what could creepers be? Maybe like the original life forms? You know, in Minecraft you don't have erodation or geology or like all the stuff that we have in the real world, right? So what if mountains and rivers and stuff like that, and big holes that are randomly placed and look like a meteoric crater, that they actually are all done over eons by random creeper explosions? And they're like the original inhabitants of the overworld. Everything else came later. But the creepers... Oh yes, the creepers are ancient. Like crocodiles, they're like real-life dinosaurs. Also, real-life dinosaurs are cool. I still don't understand in Jurassic Park, like in the remake. Oh, well, not Jurassic Park, Jurassic World is then, I guess, accurate. How, who got the idea of, like in the first movie, the plot was, hey, there is a Jurassic Park since years now, everything works fine, people are coming, and they have like 2 or 3 not as good years as possible, like, you know, from a financial standpoint. So they decide, you know what, people are bored by dinosaurs. Let's make new ones that we genetically enhance. I'm just like, people are bored by dinosaurs. Are you sure? Are you sure that's realistic? Are you sure this could even possibly happen? Just imagine you walk up to some random dude, and then you tell him that they're dinosaurs. Like, what would that person probably, like, in your opinion, what would that person say? You know? Like, I'm pretty certain they would be shocked. They would be like, there were lizards? How big? They looked like what? What happened to them? How long ago? Oh no! Uh-oh. To be honest, corpse can think like that. That is... I am so mad that I cannot say that you're stupid right now. You're actually... You are... Fuck. You're right. Yeah, corporate would be that stupid. That is actually... yeah. That's not only likely, that is a given. Corporate... yeah, would they be that stupid? That would be like, yeah, is water wet? That would be like a equally dumb question. Of course they would. Ah. I'm angry. That actually makes so much sense now. Like, in my brain, it made no sense, because I was just like, people bored by dinosaurs. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, no. It's not like the people. They have, like, a bad year, which could be anything. It could also just be like, oh yeah, in like, that country where people are coming from, usually, yeah, they have, like, I don't know, economic downturn or whatnot. And yeah, next year they will be coming again, or like in 5 or so. But we're missing out a little bit on, in terms of money. But yeah, like corporate would absolutely. Fuck. Why does it make sense? Look, people find single player games boring. Make more MOBA looter shooters. What? Any multiplayer game. Oh yeah, you mean the dude, the moron from E. That guy, yeah. People don't play single player games anymore, he drops. And then Spider-Man for the PlayStation appears. Becomes instant hit. Yeah. Yeah, no. People don't play EA single-player games anymore. For one very easy reason, there shit. That's the beginning and the end of the explanation. And it's the middle part as well. Give me money. That was a very, very important explanation. I deserve to be belly patted for that. I deserve money. I deserve shiny. And head pats. Lot of head pats. Like any dragon does. So, but look, we are so close already, dude, guys. We need to make like, yeah, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels, 6 heights. Oh, whoops, that was not planned. Clears totally gem of the night. I wait for a good moment, EA. Yeah. They didn't do anything bad. I have not forgotten Westwood. I will never forget Westwood. I know there are like a lot of reasons to not like EA. You know? A lot of good reasons, by the way. But my personal one, is Westwood. Red Alert was not only a game for me. That was together with Warcraft 2. It was like Red Alert 1 and Warcraft 2 were two of the first computer games I ever played, period. You know? Like, that defined my perspective on that whole topic. It was iconic. Yeah. It was a damn good game. It was just a really good game. Warcraft 2 also was a really good game. I mean, Warcraft 3 was better, given. Yeah. Sure. I mean, that is honestly, you know, if you have a game and then there is a second of that game, huh? Okay, that is, nothing goes in there anymore. Yeah, you have a second installment of that game. It's supposedly a given that you are improving. You know? Or am I too naive about this again? I heard a bat. That is good. Batman is with us. Ah, that song also, this song is also really good. Has a lot of energy, a lot of power. And I like you have basically this in the background that basically drives the whole song forward. And then also like the changes around it, the whole melody and everything. Ah, love that. Love song does that. I have no idea, by the way, about like music in particular. I'm very much a layman on that. Like I learned the piano at one point, but that is quite long ago. I sadly forgot completely how to play it. It had really good in-game movies. Oh, yeah. That was like a thing from for Red Alert, like from the beginning. You know? I think it was also because of they had to make decisions because back then game could not be too big. And they had not like a lot of money. You know, we're a small indie, well, not indie, but it was a small developer studio. So they had really to think, okay, if we want to make movies, how do we make the movies relatively cheap and good enough that people want to watch them with our wacky story? And yeah, they had basically actors on a small set with some graphics. Not a lot, but some of it. And that worked really well, you know? It's like with Lord of the Rings, if you have a real-life movie, an action, that where you have, like, real people and everything, you know, not an action movie necessarily, I mean, oh god, what is that? Live action movie. Live action. So, not necessarily, yeah, an action movie. And if you have a lot of people there, and you have to be aware, like, how much special effects are you putting in? And where do you put all of them in? You know? And what focus do you give them? Because that's one of the things why the original Jurassic Park is so incredibly good. Is because it was a mix of special effects and practical effects. Wherever they could, they used, like, in any close-up, look at the dinosaurs. They used a real animatronic, or a puppet even, wherever they could. But when you have, like, the big shots of the T-Rex, for example, there they used, of course, the computer. Sadly, a T-Rex was a little bit too expensive for them. And, yeah, there they decided, yeah, that they were restrictive, you know, they were not putting in computer stuff everywhere. Very different to today. It's just like, but it doesn't look good. Doesn't matter. We have post-production. It's like one of the reasons, and you can call me a boomer for that, but I don't care because I am right. But like old movies, they age very gracefully. Because, yeah, look really good. Even after the time. Because people knew what they were doing. They wanted to make the movie look good. And not like look good for 10 years, but like forever. Kane even turns out to be one of the devs. Oh, Kane, the actor of Kane was one of the devs. Okay. Yeah, I thought, honestly, with all of that, what was going on in Red Alert and yeah, Command and Conquer, it's actually surprising that they have only Kane being one of the devs. Because, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, you just take anyone. I don't mean this badly, but you know. It's like with Warframe, there is the Lotus, the character of the Lotus, and that lady is, the voice of that lady is actually from one of the devs. I'm not entirely sure, like, one of the devs, but she's working for them. And had been before. And now she's Space Mummy. So, okay. I need to, yeah. I need to get a bit of scaffolding done. Why is there a hole? Oh, no, it's not a hole. I took care of it. I am smart. I'm a smarty. can go away as well. This as well. Two. Yes. I said yes. Two. And let's collect stuff. Or maybe even there was more. Kane was very iconic in this series. And then turns out that he's not really actor. He knew the stuff. And honestly, I'm not sure, like, because I'm not good at rating actors, but like Kane was bringing a lot of energy to his role, like from the big get-go, you know? He had like a lot of energy for it. And I think Kane is like one of these examples of a dude or a lady or anyone doesn't need to be a good actor or actress or visit like a good acting school. They need to know the shit they are doing. They need to know who is their character, what is their character, why is their character doing what they're doing, and shit like that, you know? Which is kind of basic, really, but seems to be too much for, I don't know, Disney. I remember when Orlando Bloom already said that for his role as Legolas in the Lord of the Ring movies, where he said like, yeah, 95% of the time he didn't know what was happening, so he was content with standing around and making faces. And when you watch Lord of the Rings again, just look at Legolas in the background and look like what kind of faces he makes. Oh, yeah, like Orlando Bloom was doing the best in the situation, I guess. He was having fun. I mean, also, you know, that was pretty awesome movie project. So yeah, I guess like he had a lot of stuff to do, but when you are shooting a movie out of sync, I think that's called out of sync. When you have like a movie and it's shot achronologically or not chronological. I think, right? Right. I'm not messing this up. So what? Kane is portrayed and voiced by Joseph David Kuken or Kuken, I have no idea how you spell that, who also served as full motion video director, dramatic director for games production by Westwood Studios from 1992 to 2000. Okay. So he was not one of the devs, but he wrote, I guess, part of the story? Okay, is this good? Kind of. That is high. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think this could work, and now one up here. Not really a dev, but he was nearby. And still not an actor. That is, yep, fair enough, fair enough. Not an actor. But yeah. I mean, you see also, like, when a good actor emerges, one of the things that I really like is when you watch Sean Connery, how he played James Bond in his movies, you really notice how wooden and stiff he is in like his first Bond movie, you know? Like he's not really familiar with his role yet, and it's kind of weird for him, and you notice that. And then with every movie, he's getting better, you know? He's getting better, he's getting more accommodated with his role. It's easier for him, you know? That's honestly an awesome thing to see. No? So, okay. How many do I have left? Enough. That's enough. That's well enough. So, another one here, round about here. This and good. And the last one is around about here, I think. It's a kind of cool trace. That development, like, look back at how it was and how it's now. Not only for self, but for others. Yeah, I think like one of the big things that you see majorly in big companies, you know, like Blizzard, EA, stuff like that, is that they absolutely make the game just for the money. And really nothing else. And you really see that. You can see that on the game. I mean, you feel it as well, especially if they want you to spend your hard-earned cash for extra stuff inside of the game, which is in my book it's just an insult, you know. So yeah. Like, if a game wants extra money from me, even though it is a game that I played and paid for, better be good. Better be a fucking good reason for it, you know. And there's like a fine line. There's a difference. It's like if I would play, for example, Guild Wars 2. I have currently a pause playing it. I got kind of bored by it. You know, you pay money for Guild Wars and its many add-ons and what they are called, right? But the thing is, that is absolutely a game where I would say, yeah, it is actually a good thing to give it some money, some love, because they have servers to run. It's an MMO. And for that you get skins for the most part. I mean, you can pay to win if you want to, but first off, that is hacking expensive, because it's not the company that gives you the option, that is an auction house. So players make you pay a lot, and that's a very big difference. You know, if players want a lot of money, that's a one thing. If the company wants money, if ArenaNet would come out and make an update and would say, oh, you want a legendary weapon? How about this legendary weapons pack, only $99.99? Yeah, I would be very mad immediately. Because they do not have the right to do that. I don't give them this right. But if they have, if they go like, yeah, we have an auction house, yeah, you can sell legendary weapons. No, we don't really care how much you sell them for. That is like your thing. It's supply and demand. Good luck. That's fair. it brings its own problems down the line, because there are like literally trading guilds that have a huge influence on the price of, well, things. So, yeah. And some of these really try to get, like, the money squeezed out of you. But that's the one thing. That's like players, okay? If a game wants money from me, like, one example would be Warframe. Warframe is for free. So, if Warframe has, like, an in-game shop and they advertise it not very aggressively, they just like, oh yeah, we have an in-game shop. Would you want a skin? And that's basically also what you get. Like, all of the stuff is all of the stuff, mostly, it's skins. And early or easier access to Prime Warframes, which you can just get by playing the game. So, it's not pay to win. It is more like how it should be, you know, pay for shiny and also pay for convenience, which that is, I can tolerate that. That's okay, right? That's tolerable. But when I think back, there was this horror game that I really liked, Dead Space. Might tell you something. I really liked the whole style of it. Like, it was this very dark cyberpunk world on to begin with, and then you had like the whole necromorph things. And if you're not 18, do not research the game. Like, the story and the graphics are so dark. Oh shit! Like, that is strong stuff. But in any case, I really liked the whole vibe the game was going with. Even the second one, even though the second one got like a bit of critique, because it was not so scary anymore. It was like, the first game was a quintessential horror game, monster horror. But the second game was like focusing more on a story, you know? So you had like a better story, a bit more action, a bit more development, a bit more stuff. I'm over 18, but I don't want to search it, so nosy. Yeah, don't. Like, if it is very, very gory. So, but in any case, so I played the first game, played the second game, loved both of them. I absolutely recognize that the second game was not so much of a horror game anymore. But you know what? I did not really care. It was still very good. It had a very good story as well. That's like also a thing that I really appreciated in Dead Space 1 and 2. And then the third game came out, and I at that point I was a fanboy, you know, so I was hyped. I was really hyped for it. Now, imagine is that a slime? There's a slime. Imagine my disappointment. Down here, thank you. Imagine my disappointment when in the game you had a new survival mechanic or so, and there you could craft stuff. And to be fair, the number 2 had this thing kind of as well. Though it was like different, like if you find like certain parts of a machine, you could like put them together and had like a new gun, so to speak. So that was pretty good. And there they had like, suddenly you had resources and you could basically make stuff out of resources. It was a bit a deviation from the original. So that was not the problem, okay? That was not the problem. It was a bit weird, but not the problem. But like how it was implemented. The problem was that there was a drone that you got pretty early in the game that could search the area for resources, and it would come back after a couple of hours to you, you know, or to give you the resources. Take a guess what EA implemented. Take a wild fucking guess. If you guess you could pay money to speed up the drone. Alright. No, I was not mad. I wasn't mad. Why would you think that? Also, by the way, it was a single-player game. Sounds like opportunity for money farm. Yeah. By the way, yeah, it had a co-op, a second-player co-op, which changed the missions and stuff. It was very much appreciated, honestly. That was a very interesting gimmick. But yeah, you had in a game that was focusing. So let me just check, like, so, okay, we have that many. So, then polished blackstone. We have roughly the same. But we have quite some more blackstone, okay. We make this into bricks. And this into polished. Okay. Yeah, it was a horror game, and suddenly you could pay real money to speed up a process that was unnecessary. Like, it would have been more interesting if you could find them. You don't just find the resources. If you're like good in finding stuff, then hey, good for you. If you're not, well, not so good for you. So yeah. Again, like the basic mechanic was not the problem. The basic mechanic, the underlying mechanic rather, was serviceable. You know, it was a deviation from the original. I think you needed also blueprints to actually do whatever gun you wanted to do. So yeah, again, it was serviceable, and if they would have been smart about it, they could have made it sort of a open world ship, because I could see that there were like ideas. Oh god. There were like ideas to do just that. Just to have like a little bit of open world where you could go back and forth. And have like areas that are very hard to reach or that you reach later in the game. And when you do, you're like better, you have better gear and everything. And then you get like rare resources and everything. And it might actually have been that way to a certain extent. But it just gets buried immediately because you can spend real money. God. But if you just find resources, you not pay. Yeah. The thing was as well, this whole we want money from that was implemented so lazily. So badly. It was not even a good money grab. It was not even that they tried. It was just like, yeah, we have to put that in because EA decided we have to put that in. I'm pretty sure that somebody at Visceral Games, who was the developer of Dead Space, that someone got strong-armed there. That they had no choice. That they were told, do it. Exactly in that voice. We own. You're part of the dark side now. Or something like that. I would not be surprised. So honestly, I would think that even the Emperor has a little bit more style. Like I think higher of Emperor Palpatine, who literally ordered a planet to be destroyed, than of E. So. Which tells you a lot about Palpatine and E. Okay. I have to continue this. I'm not reaching everything. Ah, dang it. Okay, was I stupid that I could not enter? What the hell? Truck corpse. You can say core, or you can say corpse. It's just in E. There's a slime. There are two slimes. Two slimes. I need you for eventual redstone stuff. Thank you for your cooperation. The Emperor had some goal, so he had to keep stuff together. It's not only that he had some goal, he had a better goal than I need money and I need it now, no matter the costs. You know? At least he had, like, he had character. You might not like the character, that's fair, but at least he had that. Holy shit, that's such a low... That is such a low bar to clear. Oh, that is such a low bar, but he cleared it, and EA didn't. So, Damn it. I have to do a little bit more. I thought like maybe I can barely reach everything, but there's like a lot of stuff that's missing still. Which is, it's fine, it's fine. Up. Oh, rather, no, I don't. I need the Blackstone. No. Alas. Yeah. Alas. I mean, now the Emperor... now we have, like, the new Star Wars movies, and the Emperor is literally EA. I am gonna destroy the galaxy with my Star Destroyer, the planet-destroying Star Destroyers. Like, what the fuck? My guy. But let's not talk about that movie. It is really sad that a friend of mine lately watched Andor, and he said, you know, he had no high expectations for the series whatsoever, because it's a Star Wars series. That's why he had low expectations, and then he was surprised that Andor is so good. And it's hard to just put into words if you think about it, you know? That if you are a little bit older and you know Star Wars from when you were a child or at least a bit younger, and now you hear, oh yeah, I expect it to be bad because it's Star Wars. How deep have the mighty fallen? And I remember, like, how much games I played round about Star Wars. I played, like, the game for episode 1. I played, I have no idea what it was called, but you could play, like, an X-Wing and a Y-Wing and everything. I played Jedi Academy. God, I love Jedi Academy. I have no idea how often I played through that. I had, like, I had the 2 endings. No, 4 endings. I had all of them. I had, like, I really had also nailed down, like, how you play that, you know? And the multiplayer. God, the multiplayer was so good. That was so good. So, what else? There was, like, some sort of strategy game that has something to do with that. It was kind of strategy. I'm not entirely sure. That one I actually played not that long. So yeah. Like, that was wild. Yeah. And nowadays it's just I briefly, very briefly played Battlefront 2. It's a good one. But I couldn't play it long because I didn't own it. I had it, like, from a friend. So, and he wanted it back. You mean the one like Age of Empire? Might be. I would have to check, like, which one it was. Because I'm not sure, like, how many there were in terms of, like, strategy games with Star Wars in it, and how close they were. But I think it was. Did I just hear an Enderman? No, I think that was some music. Okay. I think I need more blackstone. I think this is not enough. Barely. But to be fair... Oh wait. I have That might just be enough. Just those. Yeah, close. Very close. There are two games that come to mind. The old one is kind of like Age of Empires, Star Wars Battlegrounds, I think. The new one is Star Wars Empire at War. Yeah, I would have to check which one it was. Because, again, like, I did not play that one long. Because that was an... Like, that came to me in a time where I did not appreciate it. I don't mean, like... I did not appreciate it enough. Let's say, like that, yeah? Because I was busy playing... I think it was StarCraft. Because there was, like, a very long time where I was really into StarCraft and I was playing it... I was playing it religiously. I was such a good Zerg. Long ago, but I was such a good Zerg. I loved the Mutalisk bomb. Just getting at my enemy. That is a good audio. That is a good audio clip. Music rising. Enemy! So. I think it was Galactic Battlegrounds because it felt odd, to be honest. Yeah, but the thing is, again, you know, it was a game, it had Star Wars on it, instant success. I mean, they could have made Star Wars Tetris, and they probably did, and it would have been a success, and probably was as well. You know? Okay. Yeah, we got as far as we could with all of this here. Okay, then. Ew. Slime. My goodness. Why is this place so good for slime? Hello, good sir. Slime. More slime. Slime. Slime bolt. I will need slime blocks somewhen. It will be very useful to have a few to begin with. So I will take down all outer towers. Because I think that's like the right ones. And we see like how much I got. Enough, probably. Live for the swarm. Yeah. Yeah. I just... I don't even know, was the Hydralisk in Star Wars 1, was it like a strong unit or a weak one? I know in Star Wars 2 the Hydralisk is considered very weak for what you get out of it, but like in Star Wars, in StarCraft, I loved using Hydralisks. Like you give them the range upgrade, speed upgrade, that was like the problem. To get them those both upgrades, but as soon as you had that, oh, awesome. Just fucking awesome. They were a menace. I loved it. Okay. In StarCraft, it's considered one of many who can actually shoot and... What? Shoot and up to. Shoot and up to? What is shoot up to? Because I have no idea what you just said. I'm sorry. Okay. Then... Oh god. You... Oh god. Ah. You cannot really land on those things, can you? Like anti-air. Oh. That you mean. I mean, if I can remember correctly, I mean, Zerg had a dedicated anti-air unit, which, you know, bit an airship and exploded and killed itself, which was, yeah, and they were kind of looking like those fucking annoying little bat thingies that show up here in Minecraft. A kind of nightmarish version, but yeah, kinda, you know, kinda. But yeah, that was really a thing. Regarding, I mean, humans had the rocket tower. The rocket tower was basically one of the best units. Like when I played, at least. Everybody built the fucking rocket tower. Because you could repair it, it had true vision, you know, it had a good range, good damage output. The thing really was you could repair it, while it was under attack. That was like the selling point. None of the others had that. Not many land anti-air, yeah. Land anti-air, land to air and good. I mean, the... every civilization had at least a good unit on that. I mean, the Protoss had the Dragoon, or Dragoner? I'm not entirely sure what that was called. And that one was pretty good. It was just a little bit weird in its movement at times. It had like the red alert charm, you could say. Regarding that. Like in Red Alert or in Command & Conquer, how sometimes units are moving around. That is... Woo! Where you really think, oh, you guys wanna die, right? You can't be serious. Something like that. That actually happened, yeah. So, polished blackstone bricks, and... blackstone, okay. Not or not left. Parents were good at defenses, yeah. I mean, that's something that, as far as I know, that has translated to StarCraft 2 as well. With their bunkers. Oh. When you were about, you know, it's such a frustrating experience when you're a Zerg and you are like, oh yeah, I'm Zergling rushing this guy and he is actually pulling off a good bunker defense. On the one side, it is an art to behold. On the other side, damn it! I wanted to win. I wanted to win now. You know? Like sometimes you just had that little itch. You wanted to show the Terrans who a real monster is. And then you couldn't scratch the itch because the Terran didn't let you. Ah! That was... yeah. Really? I'm missing... Okay. Oh, God! Ow. Ow. Okay. Fuck it. It's funny that siege tanks is the most common defense. Yeah, but funnily enough, the siege tank is also a really good offense. Like, personally, I liked more using him offensively, because the DPS, if he was not put down in siege position, was really high. Like, he was shooting fast, you know? That was good. That was really good. I liked the siege tank. It was a good defense, it was a good offense. In defense, you had to sometimes watch out, because you could have it that for example, a cheeky enemy was landing any crafts near a building or something that the siege tank could see. So the siege tank would, you know, it would shoot the units, but it also would demolish your building. So you had to watch out from time to time there. Like, some people, they knew how to use your siege tank against you. They knew. So... it's just harder, which is weird, because it's a siege tank. But also battle cruiser operational. Yeah. Fucking battle cruisers, yeah. What a unit. If you had, like, the battle cruiser in of itself, like, if you just had a battle cruiser or some battle cruisers, they were not very strong. You know? But the thing is, with the Yamato cannon, God. You're just getting close to somebody, bonk! And whatever it was gone. You could just delete a unit. Which, you know, if I learned anything from Eldrazi in Magic, deleting something from existence is a pretty cool perk. So. Phew. It's... I think I will miss like a dozen or so Blackstone blocks. Like, I think I will not miss a lot. But I am lacking like that little bit, that extra little bit. Oh. So, up here. One and another. Yeah, just that part here. That's the last one. A bit awkward. Approximately same effect as Kirov reporting. Honestly, no. 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 I know what you mean, but no. That if you are in Red Alert 2 and you hear as the enemy Kirov reporting, that was you get fucking scared. That there was a reason that there was a worldwide announcement. I mean, it's pretty much the Allied. I don't know if it was like the original Red Alert only, or if it was like all of Red Alert. But I think it was Red Alert 1 when you were in multiplayer. Tanya announced herself worldwide. If you had Tanya, she announced herself. Bombardiers to your stations. But like the Elite, they didn't have that, but Kirov, oh god. Kirov reporting. You have lost. He said in this very bad Russian accent. Yeah. That was different. So I'm getting some Blackstone. I'm literally missing like a dozen Blackstones. I was good. Okay, my estimations, how much I need, was pretty good. Was pretty on point. But also I will need a bit of it as well to fill the warehouse. I don't know. Should I do warehouse filling off stream? I think I do this off stream because that is. I could make like that kind of streams where I just do inventory management 100% of the time. I think I should do those when as a joke. It's first April joke. When I have like enough people that watch me. By the way, like and subscribe. It's helpful. I've lost a bomb. Do you have it? Yeah. Like the old Westwood games, they had like their own... I got legitimately scared just now from that experience bubble that just popped up. I got legitimately scared from that. So... Yeah, no, they had good humor. Oh man. It's like if you want to play a game that has like really good humor as well, I can wholeheartedly offer or recommend Sacred 1 and 2 by Ascaron Entertainment. Really good Diablo clone, you could say, or Diablo ripoff. But not dark and against the devil, because Diablo walks the earth. It is, it's very funny. It doesn't take itself seriously. Can very much recommend it. It's very fun. I thought about streaming that, but I thought to myself, like, that would be a thing that I would stream with you. I would stream with you, Earth, but then I thought to myself as well, yeah, but it's not really, it's not the best content, you know, it's just us running around killing pixels over and over and over and over again. I thought like, nah, that is probably not good. Probably not, you know? So, to showcase the game, maybe that would be an idea. If I have like enough subs also, if I have like an idea for it, we could make, I could make like a game showcase series, where I showcase like a good old game, or just a good game that nobody knows about, just so people, you know about the game. I think that would be something, you know? Armageddon is here. Irf is not listening anymore. He's Kuroving. Little Kobold is thinking about Kirov. In his mind, controlling it already. Bringing death and despair and Armageddon to everybody. Ah. To be fair, you know, Kobold. What do you expect, Kobold? Yeah. Oh my god. So, okay. And we have some blackstone here. We put in here now. We will need a lot, but we will need that later. Don't play with matches. Yeah. Now I have favorite there. Don't play with matches. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. So, let's just check. I have glass here. Do I have like an amount of glass blocks? Some glass panes? I mean, I can get a lot immediately if I want to. Here's chewing coal. Very important. Very important item. Have that ready. I think one day, if when I invite you to this world, so you know, for funsies and everything, I will download a mod just so you can chew on coal. Romancing shock therapy. Oh yeah, the shock trooper. I really liked that one. He has like, I don't know, it's an if it's in German only, or I never got it like in English, in the English version of the game. In Germany, at one point it can say randomly on silent, what was it? On silent rubber soles. I was just like, that. I found that one was like one of my favorites. That was good. I think I should add that to my custom model. Kirov reporting or what? So. Up. Up. So. I think I'm done. If I did not forget a place, a spec, no. This looks like I'm done. There's something. I missed a spot, of course. That's why you don't break stuff off until you know you are done, or at least you had a look. Always have a look. So, am I missing anything? Anything, anywhere at all? Okay, that is a dark dome. There are two. Ah, I missed another one. Because there are, if you do so much of that, you automatically miss something. Just by sheer accident. Where was it? There. What? Up. Nope, nope. Okay. Where is it? Here. Okay. So, I think I'm done. I want to say I'm done. Because it doesn't look like I've missed anything. Okay. Industry bolt. Industry main fuels coal, at least first. So when I evolve, I will chew on uranium. Okay. So, okay, it's time to take all of this away. What a nice sound, by the way. That is how something in Minecraft should sound. Okay. So let's oh god, that's so much. Let's collect all of that. The last thing is that I get like some of the light sources down that are still up there. And then I can decide what's next. I think I will do the lava windows in this stream. Just those. Yeah. Maybe I do them tomorrow, next stream. Because we are... How long are we on it? 2.5 hours almost. But... I mean, look at it. My goodness. We built a vault. It's like the hardest part is done. The one thing that I need the lava windows, and then I need to make the ground here. I will have to make the filter system, the adjustments. But I am pretty confident I can do that. I'm very confident, actually. That should be easy. Scaffolding. Dang, I wanna mecha armor like Shock Trooper in Red Alert 3. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Scaffolding. Yeah, it is close to midnight here at my place. And I think with 2 streams today, I think that's good. Like we have almost 6 hours. With that, I think that is that's a good. I know I can do that. I can make like a full proper workday in streaming with a pause in the middle. That is honestly good to know. Good to know. So. And some next. So, also I have to redo the moon. Every time I see it, I get more and more unhappy with it. Grr. So, and I have to do that. Okay. That is that. Look at the dome. The next time we are building this thing overground. Holy shit. This! To dig down this was fucking boring. But we're done. We're done with the dig. That was the hard work. Now comes the details. Now comes the funnier parts. Holy shit. We're done with that. Laying down explosions. Okay, next time I will do the windows, the lava windows. I will redo the moon. Because, yeah, it does not look good. I will also redo, or I will do the ground. And the way, like, up and down, like the, yeah, I will do that as well, how you get up and down. And then I will make the filter system. I will make it go down, and we'll do that here. Yeah, that will be a lot of detail work, but it will be interesting because I actually have to think and not, like, stupidly and mind-numbingly dig. That is a change, and that is a big change, okay? Don't you dare mocking me. So. Also, I will have to dig at one point. I will have not to dig, I will have to get wood. We'll have to get more wood, so that is concern. So, but until then, where do we log out? Today, I think we're gonna log out at the water temple. Yeah. Because I need some more of the water temple lights. And some of the blocks as well, just, you know, pro forma. Ooh. Big Dragon did good. Lots of kobold with pickaxes would need two more years. Honestly, a lot of kobolds would probably be done in a week. Or less. Mind you, I took longer. Probably if I would go to a kobold and would tell him about this kind of a building project, and would tell him how big and massive it is and how long it will take, the kobold will yap at me, very confused, to tell me, yeah, that doesn't take long. I thought you meant a big project. I do this morning. Okay. And then he would go and be done next morning, or next day, or whatnot. Ay. So much things to build, so much things to do, so much things to do stuff with. I have to do something about this as well. I mean, it's lighted out, but that is not... I still don't know what exactly to do with it. I know something, but that's not very... That's not very precise, isn't it? Maybe, sure. Cobalt is very oversighted. Cobalt is bad with mining. Cobalt is good with pretty rocks. Okay. Oh, we have so many big projects. But honestly, I have to do one after another. There's so many. So many big projects. I'm still proud of this, by the way. Just wanted to state that, you know. I'm very proud that I managed to do this. To get this right up. That took so fucking long. And, yeah. So. And now, they should spawn down there. There they do! There they go! Those two, they don't want to go. But they did! Hey! Hello, Noah! That is bad timing, my friend. We are just finishing up the stream. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to get into my outro. That is timing, my guy. But hey, you can watch my stream as a VOD. Today we built. The vault walls are pretty much done. The big part of the vault, like the most annoying part of the vault, is done. The next stream will be more interesting. Then we can do like redstone stuff and dig and play with lava. I love playing with lava. It is so healthy. So, I'm sorry, Noah. I'm sorry, but it's like half an hour before midnight here. I have streamed 3 hours or so some hours ago, and now we are 2 hours 50, 2 hours 30, so yeah. But hey, tell people they can subscribe to me, and if you're watching and you are not Noah and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, because it's important. And when I can do this as my main job, subscribing would help a lot, just as a reminder, then I could do Noah a favor and, you know, play more often and stream more often. So he has like some very chill stuff to watch and to talk about and with and so on. Wouldn't that be awesome? And you could join in too. Also, I have a Discord. So a full Discord full with artists that I want for no particular reason, that has nothing to do with fan art. Not at all. Yeah. Link in the description. And on Blue Sky, I announce my streams as well. And also, there are my thumbnails on Blue Sky, which are very artistic and extremely unique and very funny. So, so if you want those as well, you can get them there. But in any case, huh? Cobalt is bad at art for fun. Yeah, Earth. Yeah, he is. I believe you. So, but in any case, that's it from me. Yeah, that was the stream. That were 2 streams in one day. So, yay! We did it! We did it! So, I guess I see you then. Most likely tomorrow. I have to check my plan. I think yes, but I'm not entirely sure. But hey, we'll see. In any case, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you do, thank you. And I hope you have a good one. Yeah. Bye-bye.